We're a long ways from 2008. I don't know why it sounded like some radio baseball double. A long ways, but we are. Cavs Celtics, one of many games tonight to highlight a pretty juicy slate. I'm excited to talk a little basketball with you here. So we appreciate you rolling with us, as always, on the OddsShopper channel. Hit the thumbs up button. That helps me. If not me, then it helps a lot of people you like. If you don't like me, there are other people I'm sure you do like. I really like that Ehrenberg guy, but I fucking hate that Shander guy. I'm not going to hit the... Well, then you're hurting Greg. So don't do that. Do it for Greg at the very least. And also, we want you part of this. We want you to subscribe. All right? So we got LeBron. We got Paul Pierce. Nowhere to be found tonight. It's Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum. But we also have a little Sixers Heat action, Knicks Nets. This is a crazy slate that we're going to dive right into. All right? You ready? All right? Okay, let's head on over to DraftKings. The clock is starting, and we begin with the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road. That's right. We'll take the Cavs here away from home in a game where you look at what's been happening recently. I don't know why this is so wide of a margin at 5 points, only because maybe Cleveland is being penalized for losing 2 of 3, even though they snapped that skid with their most recent game. So I don't like the fact that this, especially head-to-head, we've seen overtime. Granted, Boston is one of the best teams in the NBA. It shouldn't be easy to beat the Boston Celtics. Yet here the Cavs are, 5-point dogs on the road. This is a knockdown drag-out. This is a boxing match between these two. Cleveland can score. They can score in a couple of guys in volume, or they can spread it. They have a front court that can get to Boston. Give me the Cavaliers to open this thing up +5. All right, we move on. I mean, we got to talk about the game, right? We're going to stay with it. This hit. Now, we were 2-2-1 last night, 4-1 to open up the week. So, what, 6-3-1 overall. One that hit for us was the Sixers at home against Miami earlier, right? And that was going under. And the same principle here. Miami's got a couple of guys banged up. We know Lowry, Strus. But the other part of this, while Philadelphia is healthy, they don't come out guns blazing. They had a perfect opportunity to do so at home against this very same Miami team after losing a heartbreaker to the Boston Celtics. And what happened? Flat, come from behind, ultimately not enough. That's a big difference in this game where there's no benefit of the doubt. Sixers get off slow. Miami keeps the tempo going. And I think we have a really good opportunity here to stay under 215.5. All right, Brooklyn's getting 7.5, and I want in. All right? I'm not going to go full Christopher Walken, King of New York, but if you haven't seen that movie, there's a fantastic scene where, all right, we're already wasting too much time. Point being, though, is maybe that's going to be the next one as far as the green screen behind me. Brooklyn right now, they're not as bad as the perception. Oh, you lost Kyrie Irving. Kevin Durant's making his debut. Oh, we didn't even mention Kevin Durant. I don't care about that game from a betting standpoint. Sit down, I'll watch. But guy debut, new team on the road against a shit squad. I don't want to trust anything like that, especially when I see a 10-point line at the top here on DraftKings. No, I want the Brooklyn Nets on the road, which is basically at home, getting 7.5 against the Knicks team that comes in spurts. But when they don't, and when they're not going through one of those spurts, one of those positive momentum boosts that we saw in the month of February, they're a beatable team. And Brooklyn with Bridges, Dinwiddie, Johnson, they're not a bad basketball team. So we stay in New York, take Brooklyn 7.5 as that game, really a home game for the two. We're going to go over 229.5 for the Lakers and Thunder. Here's what you need to know. No LeBron James. He's behind me. No SGA. COVID protocol, ankle injury. It's a bad scene right now for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't mean that minus these two guys, and I'm a little surprised that the total is this high. I'm still going over it. But you've got a couple of guys in the LA squad in Lonnie Walker and most notably Anthony Davis. Oklahoma City can get buckets, can get points. This is still a fast team. They just need to fill a void of a guy dropping 30. Well, guess what? Same thing with the Lakers. Now you have two teams that play the same, that don't need to adjust their style, which is fast, even though their top two guys, respectively, in James, LA, and SGA, OKC, are out. So we take this game here, Lakers over 229.5. Last play under 232.5 for the Pelicans Blazers. Now, both of these teams need to slow down. Both of these teams need to observe the speed law, if you're a Mos Def fan. These two teams right now are out of control. And the best thing that they need to do or can do at this point is to slow down, is to slow tempo, is to maximize possessions. You're not going to drop 71 on the Pelicans and blow them out tonight. It's going to take it's going to take smarter possessions. It really is. And if Damian Lillard is not scoring 35, and we saw that in their most recent game, where if he's not getting to that point production, you need other guys to consistently knock down shots. The Warriors were able to take advantage of that. I don't know if the Pelicans can right now. I don't think the Pelicans are good enough right now. So we end 232.5 under. There's your 5 bets in 5 minutes. Let's turn $5 into $150. There's UConn. There's me. There's the link below. How about you take 90 seconds out of your life and sign up on DraftKings. 21 or older, you have to live in a state where you can legally place a wager. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's for you. That's for anybody you want to sign up in your house that's 21 or older. Maybe it's your grandmother who's like, I saw you watching all these betting videos on the OddsShopper channel. I want in. Here's my PayPal. Sign me up. Sign her up. The hell are you waiting on? Get her in right away. And what you can do is you can help her through her bets. And you can take advantage right away of this $150 because she's 21 or older, like you, lives in a state where you can legally place a wager, and neither of you have a gambling problem. So let's hit $5 on UConn. Normally, that pays back 23 cents. In this case, what do you think? $150. You can even see it below, all right? There it is. One more time. There it is, okay? Now, what I'd say, we'll run it back. Cavs +5, under 215.5 in Miami. Brooklyn Nets +7.5. Over 229.5. Lakers Thunder. Under 232.5. Pelicans Blazers. That's your 5 and 5. On your way out. We got to show you because it works. We wouldn't show you if it didn't work. The Bet Pro tool is on fire. We want you to have a free week. Look, man, just sign up for this thing below and get a free week and see if you like it. It's so cool because it comes out right away with bets, and it shows you the best place, and it factors in injury. Now, you always have to pay attention to all the other things that come with injury, but it's factoring in injury, and it's shading to the depth of how much production is exposed to questionable players. That's huge to be able to factor that in projections, real-time projections. By the way, this has a positive ROI in its lifetime, this tool. So you want to be a part of this thing. You're going to get a 7-day free trial. Yeah, by the way, this is how it works. This is how it works. So for all the other stuff that you saw, this is how it works. It's my wife calling me. Sorry. I know, no phone calls at the press conference. All right, we'll see you. You know about the Bet Pro tool. That's below. Below. Sign up. Free week. Below. By the way, look at that monster ticket from Elvis. Ooh, back today, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern every day, Monday through Friday. Guess what? Lindquist is in the house with Shander. How about that?